I'ma fuck up my life. I'ma fuck up my life. We gon' party all night. She don't care if I die.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you for tuning back in. Judging by the title, you can tell that today we're going to be talking about life at St. John's University in Queens, New York. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's just get into it. So I wrote a couple notes to make sure that I keep track of everything and I don't forget anything. So first I'm going to be talking about why I chose the school in the first place. So I basically chose St. John's because when I first lived in Queens, when I was younger, I liked the school. Like I used to always drive past it and I used to think, oh, this is a really nice school, I want to go here. And now that I live in Long Island, it was like the perfect like university life, also including city life. It was close enough to home to where that if I needed to go home, I can easily just drive out there or take a train out there, and also far enough to where I have my personal space away from my parents. And you know, I still get the college experience. So next I'm gonna go into my stats. So because it was so long ago, I was class 2017 graduating. I really don't remember as far as exact grades that I had. I know I was an average student. I did have some high grades in certain areas like math, and I was always accelerated in math, and my regents were really good as well. I don't know how much that factored into the decision of me going there, like for them on their end, but I do have my SAT scores. So for the SAT, I had 1,130 score out of 1,600. So that was, I guess, average. I don't know, but that's the score I got. If you're not a strong student academically, like I really wouldn't worry about it, honestly. I just do a lot of community service. I look into that. I'd really focus on the extracurricular activities because St. John's is all about like extracurriculars and all about community service. So especially heavily focus on community service if you can, if you're not strong academically. So yeah, now I'm gonna get into what they offered me as far as scholarships. So the cost of attendance for St. John's, which is the reason why I left, still love the school, it's a great school, don't get me wrong, but the cost of attendance is $59,859 for a year. Now I don't know about you guys, but I don't have that type of money to pull out my vagina. So scholarships that they offered, I got from the school the Hugh L. Corey Community Grant and St. John's University Grant and the Academic Promise Award. So totaling throughout for the whole year, that was $10,464. Again, cost of attendance is $59,859. So residence was, just for residence tuition was $10,290. And regular tuition was $39,690. And the other was like books and meal plans and et cetera, et cetera. So New York State TAP gave me $500 for the year. Yep, they basically told me kick rocks. And then I took out 2 personal loans in my name, totaling $2,750. And then my mom had to take out a parent loan in her name, which was about $18,000, and that was for 1 semester. My biggest problem with the school is that after you're a freshman, there's a slim chance of scholarships. Like it's hard to get scholarships. It's not hard if it's hard through the school. Now, if you want scholarships, I would definitely look online into like the other websites that offer. Like I know Schooly. I'm not sure what other websites, but there are a lot of websites out there that offer scholarships. You just have to write your ass off, like really go in like and apply for a lot, because there's a lot of scholarship money that gets left because a lot of people don't like to do essays, a lot of people don't like to write. So just do it. If you really don't have the money and you know TAP isn't offering you a lot and you're middle class like me, you don't have that type of money, I would definitely do scholarships versus taking out loans, because in the end of the day, 4 years, loans totaling about, let's see, $40,000 a year, you're gonna be in debt like when you get out, and it's not worth it. So next, I'm gonna go into the orientation process. So orientation, basically, you pick a night, you pick a day. I think it's orientation 2 days. So you pick the days you want to go. I picked the very first orientation because I was hyped and I was ready to go. And basically you go in and you spend the night, you pack a bag, you spend the night, and you stay overnight. So orientation, I'm gonna be real with you, it's fun, but meeting other people, meeting other students who are also excited and ready to go, but at the same time it's boring. It's boring as far as when you guys have to sit in the auditorium, you have to listen to fire safety and seminars and sessions, and it's a lot. So I would bring a snack, I'd bring water, because you're going to be doing also a lot of walking. You're going to be walking up these hills, and you're going to be touring the campus. You're going to do a lot of walking. And it's going to be hot. It's going to be hot because it's the summertime. So you're going to stay overnight too. So when you stay overnight in the freshman hall called Donovan. So Donovan is, it's not a suite style, but it's still nice. They do give you these hoodies, and they also give you water bottles, and they give you other stuff too, like other little prizes and stuff. They play games too, so it is fun. And you do you meet other people, of course, and you talk to the person that's guiding you, which is also St. John's student. So it's like you get a real, feel for everything. So that's cool. So the academics, as far as classroom sizes, the classroom sizes are really small, so they're intimate. So that was one thing that I really like. So it's like you're getting to know your professor. They get to actually be able to help you because the class size is so small. There might be some classes that are larger, but the class sizes in general are small, so that's good. St. John's is also known for their pharmacy, so if you're going in like the medical field, bio field, pharmacy, they're known for that. So they have a really good pharmacy school. A con would be that a lot of the professors are older, so they can't relate to you on a level that someone that's younger would, and it's not really diverse. And there's a lot of older professors. So also, some of the professors do have thick accents, so it might be hard to understand what they're saying. And you can't understand what they're saying, you're not learning anything. And most of the people who do have thick accents are just reading off of a slide, so it's basically like self-teach kind of thing. So the only con is during the first semester, as do all colleges, you don't pick your schedule. So you might get stuck with one of those professors, and sucks to suck, but you just have to stick it out until you get to pick your classes the second semester. Another con with the academics would be like some of the core classes that you have to take, such as you have to take 3 philosophies and 3 theologies for the whole 4 years. And I'm gonna be real, I don't think, it's a private school, and because they're a private school based Catholic school, they're Catholic school, they do require you to take that. So me personally, I took Christianity. I'm gonna be real with you, I wasn't raised in a church setting. I do believe in a God, but I wasn't raised in a church setting. So a lot of the stuff she was talking about, she expected you to know. The professor I had, she expected you to know it, and I didn't know it. So I really felt out of place. And it was me and a couple other students in the classroom who felt out of place, and we weren't learning anything, and she wasn't really teaching us because she was just speaking to the students who already knew about the Bible, and it was weird. And it was the professor I had, it was she was forcing her opinions and her view on things onto you. So it was weird, and I didn't really like it because I feel all that effort you're putting into those classes, which those classes were pretty hard, you could be putting into classes focusing in your field, you know what I mean? Concentrating in the field that you really want to be in. But hey, and also, if you do transfer out of that school, those classes do not count towards other schools. They most likely don't, because other schools don't have classes like that. And I did have another class called Discover New York. That class is actually really fun. So if you're not from New York, it's a core class too. So if you're not from New York, you actually go on trips. You go see the Statue of Liberty. I went to see Ellis Island. We went, there was a trip to the museums. Like, it's fun. That class was fun. I met a lot of people in there too that I still talk to this very day. So that's cool. Also with the academics, they have a study abroad program. So that study abroad program is actually really great. It's really easy to do, and they have a campus in Europe somewhere. I don't know exactly where. I did have an ex-roommate who did do it, and she seemed like she had a ball. There was like they traveled all over. So it looked really fun, and I think she really enjoyed it. And you get to meet new people too as well, like people that you probably usually wouldn't hang out with, that you'll get close to, and it's really cool, really fun. Another thing with the academics is the career services. The career services people are great. They put a lot of effort into helping you get great internships, help you afterwards with jobs. They help you, they send out a lot of emails too. So I would like pay attention to the emails. They update you with things. They help you on campus jobs too if you're eligible through like the way FAFSA set up. Like sometimes you're eligible for work study, which is working on campus. They do just help you prepare for life in the real world, and they're like a great foundation to be successful. So the career services is great. All right, so now we're gonna get into life on campus. So it is a big campus for the fact that it is in New York and it's in the 5 boroughs in Queens. So it is a big campus in that sense, but compared to other campuses that aren't, you know, in that area, it's small. It's big though compared to like the way like NYU is set up, you know. It's a lot of walking. There's a lot of hills. I'd be ready to get fit, you know. But it's good. It helps with the freshman 15. Won't even be worried about that. And speaking of freshman 15, let's talk about the dining halls. So there's one main dining hall called Monty's that it has 2 floors, the upstairs and the downstairs. The upstairs is just extra seating. The downstairs is where the food is and where more seating is. They have, you know, the basic stuff that you'd have. They have omelets, you know, they have cereals, fruits, and then they switch up food from time to time. They also have, during the day, they have ice cream, they have frozen yogurt, and like toppings. That's basically what I loved about Monty's. So I love me some ice cream. Monty's, which is the main dining hall, is open until 10 p.m. except for Fridays and Saturdays. It was open until 7. I don't remember when it opened. I know it opened really early for the fact that people had early classes too. So I don't know if it was 5 or 6 a.m. that it opened, but it was open early. So with Monty's, you have unlimited swipes throughout the day. Like you can go in and out whenever you want to. And you can also swipe other people in. So say you had a guest over, like a friend who slept over who doesn't go to St. John's, you can swipe them into Monty's. I believe you did have a certain amount of swipes a semester, a limited amount for like how many people you could swipe in. I don't know the number specifically, but you did have that. As far as like eating, there are other food places on campus, such as they had a pizza, they had pasta place, Subways, Burger King, salad spots. They had Starbucks, and just like there are a lot of food places. So you can go to those food places after 5 and then up until 10 o'clock. And you had 2 swipes for the day. Like you had 2 swipes every day just for those spots. There's also a diner. I would recommend the diner, like, because the diner was the only thing open late. So like at like after 2 a.m., after 10 p.m., the diner was open. And everyone usually would go to the diner after a party or an event that St. John's threw late. And everyone would just pile up to the diner. So I'd get to the diner fast. And they had like buffalo chicken sandwiches, which was my fave, with bacon on it. I'll insert a picture here. That was my favorite at the time. But you do get tired of it because you are eating the same thing every day. As you know, any college, you'll get tired of the food. It is what it is. But So overall, Monty's food was okay. It wasn't the best, but it's college food. What do you expect? Not a 5-star thing. The diner food was good, and then all the other food was good too. I went to the salad bar and then the pasta spot. I love pasta, and I was trying to be fake healthy, so I got salad. So aside from the food, the campus had a lot of events. Like, they did hold a lot of events. These events, they offer like free t-shirts and free things and free food. So, of course, food, I'm there, we linking up. So that's always cool. They also had lots of organizations, extracurriculars, lots of clubs. So some extracurriculars would be like the step team, they had dance, they had clubs like soccer, club team, anything you could think of, they had it. They had the African American Association, the Caribbean Student Association, like things based off your nationality. Like it was really cool. Any club you could think of, they had. Any organization you could think of, they had it. Greek life was big too there, so they had that as well. And if you didn't find an organization or club that you particularly liked, you can create that club. Not a problem. Lots of people created clubs and then got people to join. So it was a lot of student life like on campus. That was cool. Another event that's really nice is tip-off. So it's like the first basketball game of the season, because St. John's is big on basketball, of course. Where they bring in a celebrity and it's like a big thing, and like it's really cool. The dancers and the cheerleaders perform. It's really nice. I really love it. So when I was there, my first semester, they had Dave East. And I know afterwards, before, they had Juice WRLD, and they had lots of celebrities there. So although there are a lot of events, sometimes there isn't like a large sense of community there, if you know what I mean. Like, there's a little bit of a clique divide on campus. Most of the people live on campus. Such as like groups like the theater kids say they stick together, or like the African American kids stay together, or the Asians stick together, and it's just like a little bit of cliquey divide. It's not bad, but like it's there sometimes. Like the Spanish people stick it together, etc., whatever. They also have a gym on campus. To get to the gym, you have to climb a hill. So it's a pre-workout before the workout, which is always good. Have study rooms, quiet areas, and the DAC area, which is like basically like it's like a big building where they hold events. That's where the Starbucks is too. You also have classes in there. Like DAC was just like an overall building. St. John is also big on, like I said, community service. So they had community service days. They send you emails where you could join, and it's really cool. They have a lot of stuff going on that you can do. I would join anything you like to join. I would make the most out of your time there, because if you don't, you'll be sitting there stuck in your room bored, and you'll be tight that you're bored. You'll be like, oh, I hate it here, but you'll just be bored because you probably didn't meet a lot of people. Like, I would definitely like strongly advise, sign up for at least one club. Make it a goal of yours to sign up for one club. So there are also stores nearby too if you ever need to go shopping. I know there was a TJ Maxx. I went there a lot because, like, even though I set up my dorm room how I like it, I always wanted to go back and do more. Like, I bought a rug from there that I really thought was cute for my room. I bought lights, the string lights that you could hold your pictures on. They had I think it was Cold Stone Creamery, pizza shops, lots of stores around too. Supermarkets, if you ever need to grab anything. They have a corner store, liquor store, 7-Eleven over there. You'll see when you get there, you'll get accustomed to the area. So also when you get on campus, it's not major, but it's kind of funny. When you get on campus and you see like all the commuter students, they will make you feel broke, okay? The commuter students, a lot of them will make you feel broke. They're in their designer, their Gucci, Louis Vuitton, like designer bags, designer shoes, stuff that you probably would not buy because you can't afford it at the moment because you're a college student and you're broke. And they make you feel a little broke, but it's okay. It's okay. Let them do them. Y'all all look good. And also, yeah, it is a large commuter school. It is majority commuter school. I think 70% of the students there are commuters. So just keep that in mind. A good thing they do too during the winter is they decorate the place really nice. Like, they do fireworks, they have a tree lighting night where everyone comes out and watch them light the tree. I'm gonna insert some pictures of the decorations I have that I took before. Another big thing is the commute. So basically, you know, people who go to college in New York want that New York City experience. So St. John's is in New York. Yes, it's in the 5 boroughs, but it's in Queens. So Queens to Manhattan, the big apple that everybody, you know, thinks about when they think of New York, that's an hour train ride. So just keep that in mind when, you know, you want that New York City experience. If you really do, I would pick another school. If you want to live in Manhattan, you want to be in Manhattan, because Queens is more on the rural side with like the houses and not really in the big city that you're probably thinking of. But it's also still good that you have that balance, you know? So you can always just take a train, bus to the train to get to the city. It's not really a problem. So it's a balance of city life and university life, which is great. So now we're gonna move on to dorm life. So dorm life. So for the freshmen, there are 3 main buildings. There's Donovan, there's De Silva, and there's Hollis. So Hollis and De Silva are suite style. Donovan is not. So suite style basically means with the there's a common area and there's rooms. So it's a suite style. And Donovan did not have a common area for like you guys to hang out in. It just had rooms and then a bathroom. So I'm gonna kind of like describe it if I can. So Donovan basically had a long hallway bathroom. In each like room, there was a hallway bathroom. And there was a room to the left and a room to the right. The room to the left, the room to the right, I think they were mostly doubles and triples. And then you shared a bathroom in the middle. So if I'm in my room in Donovan and I open the door to the bathroom, there's another door on the other side of that where the people in the other room can just open that door and go in the bathroom. There were, I believe, 2 sinks and then a shower. 2 sinks, shower, and a toilet, if I remember correctly. I lived in De Silva personally. De Silva and Hollis are right next to each other, like right across from each other, and Donovan is a little farther down the strip. There's a strip, I'll get more into that later. So out of the 2 buildings, out of all the 3 buildings, I would say Hollis is the best one, only because Hollis is more renovated than De Silva. It's the same as De Silva, but Hollis is renovated. It's the newer building. And also during the time that I was there, Hollis had all the lit people in that building. They had all the lit people. So my dorm had a common area. It had a common area, 2 bathrooms, and 4 bedrooms. I'm gonna insert a video of the common area.
Name a better room. Name one. Name better suite mates. Fuck that.
And then, so say you walk in the room, there's a common area in the middle. There's a left and a right. And to the left of me, there were 2 bedrooms and a bathroom. In the 2 bedrooms, one was a triple and one was a single. And then there was a bathroom that they shared on that side. To the right, which is the space that I live, there were 2 bedrooms and a bathroom as well. One was the triple and one was the double. I lived in the double and my suite mates lived in the triple and we shared that bathroom. I'm gonna insert a video of my room, the double. So the double is really small. Like, I'm gonna be real with you, it's small. It's like how I said on the other side was a single. I believe it was supposed to be a single and they just stacked the bed inside of it and was like, yep, we're gonna make this a double. It was really small for 2 people, but the triples I believe are good in size. Like, I think they're decent. It's decent size. You know, it could be a double, but it's a decent size for a triple. The thing about the dorm life was the guest policy. Now, me and the guest policy did not have a lot. Like, me and the guest policy did not get along, okay? So, basically, you had to sign everybody and anybody you wanted to come in your room in. Which, okay, I get it. It's college. You're trying to be safe. Cool. Get it. But, like, a lot of colleges, like, upstate, you do not have to do that. Like, I know a lot of people who live upstate college, they went upstate to like other SUNY schools, and they did not have to do that. So you had to sign in students who went to St. John's but didn't live in your building. So say they live in Hollis or Donovan, you still had to sign them in. You had to sign in. If you sign in outside guests, you only get 2 guests at a time. So if you have more than 2 people, you had to get one of your suite mates or one of your friends to sign them into that building if they lived in the same building as you. So you only get 2 at a time. They had to come in, I believe, the earliest a guest could come in, I believe, was either 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. I really don't remember. And then the latest they had to leave was at 12 a.m. Now, if you want to do overnights, you cannot do different gender overnights. So say I'm a girl and I wanted my boyfriend to spend the night, he cannot spend the night. Unless, there's a trick around it, unless you get in that same building you live in. So in De Silva, if I knew a boy that lived in my building, I can ask him, hey, can you sign in my boyfriend overnight? And he sleeps in my room and, you know, whatever. That was the way around it. You get 20 overnights per semester, which is kind of corny because, like, only 20 times. I mean, whatever. But if you meet friends that are commuters and they, like, a lot of people do this, they end up spending a night, like, every weekend. You know, you have a limited time. So it is what it is. So overnighters have to be signed in by 9 p.m. If they were signed in at 9:01, 9:05, 9:10, nope, they cannot spend the night. So SJU students too that live there that you signed in, but not for overnight, they had to leave by 2 a.m. and regular guests who did not go to St. John's had to leave by 12 a.m. Which I think is corny because, like, if they go to the school and they live in another building, why do they have to leave at 2? Like, I know maybe they don't want to think like it's spending a night, but maybe extend the time a little longer. I don't know. Another big thing, they charge you for anything. Like, St. John's tries to charge you for every and anything. They try to get their coin. They want their coin. So me personally, I did a lot of violations as far as signing people in. So I used to sign people all the time, and then, like, it was on 2 occasions where we fell asleep because we were probably high. We fell asleep. They hold your ID. Oh, that's one thing. They hold the person you're signing in for just a guest. They're not spending a night, but they're just a guest. They hold their ID at the front desk. So at the end of 12 o'clock, if that person is not signed out, they'll know because they still have their ID. So you get a violation for that. They fine you. I don't know if it was like $30 to $50. I know that was like the range for the fine. They charge you that to your student account. And then if you get a certain amount of violations, you get your privileges taken away for a certain amount of time. So me, I had 2 violations. I don't know if it was 2 or 3. I feel like it was the 3rd strike, but I don't know. From my memory, I only had 2. But it happened on multiple occasions that we fell asleep. So I got charged, and then I got a ban from bringing people in for, I think, like a month or like a couple weeks. So I had to have my suite mate sign in, and which was really annoying because, like, it was so annoying. I had my suite mate sign in someone I wanted to bring in all the time, and I used to feel like I'm annoying them. So it was super annoying. I hated it. Again, with the charging for anything. So if you lose your ID, they charge you for that, like a copy of ID. I lost mine. I had to get another one. They charged me. I don't remember if it was like from like $20 to $35, but they charge you for it. So another thing about the building itself, each floor had a common area. So say there were, I don't know how many floors there were, but I'm gonna just say 12 just cause. So 12 floors, each floor had a common area, except for the first floor. No, I think the first floor did, just not in De Silva. I think in Hollis they did. So each floor had a common area. So like area could be couches in there. I don't know if it was on 2 floors or 1 floor, but they did have a kitchen, because inside of your suite you don't have a kitchen. You have a microwave and a mini fridge that comes with it, but you don't have like a sink, you don't have a stove, you don't have an area where you could cook. So in each building they did have a kitchen area on a certain floor, and you also had a laundry room in the building you were in underneath, like in the basement. So if you need to do your laundry, it was right in the basement of your building. You can do it at any time. You want to do it 2 a.m., 3 a.m. I know I used to do my laundry at 3 a.m. a lot because I was up studying or doing work, and I was like, oh, hey, my laundry's piling up. Let me do it. Oh, and another thing, the fire drills. So there will be fire drills. They're so annoying, only because like it can happen at any time. Like you can be in the shower and there's a fire drill, and the alarm is really loud, so you can't ignore it. And I'm pretty sure the RA comes in the room and checks everything. So in the beginning, I used to come outside for the fire drills, even if I like I used to look crazy, and I used to come outside for the fire drills. But towards the end of that semester, I was like, man, F that. And I used to hide in my closet with the loud alarm because no. Back to what I was saying before about the strip. So the strip is basically, it's like literally a strip. It's the strip that all freshmen walk down to get to their dorms. So the strip has actually has a basketball court on the side of it. It's next to the dining hall, Monty's. So you'll know what the strip is when you get there. You'll know what I'm talking about when you get there. The basketball court is really fun too. So I would, if you play basketball, have some fun over there, meet people. That's how you meet people too. Like, go play basketball, go sit on the strip, hang out. And another good thing too that St. John's do, they send out surveys at the end of the year to ask you like about St. John's experience, anything they want to fix. So I do think they do try to better anything that you don't like, which is great. You know, that they care. So now I'm gonna get into the parties, which everybody cares about for college, the parties. So they have a lot of parties. They don't and they do. They have a lot of Greek parties, a lot of house parties, and then there's also just like you are in New York, there's clubs and lounges all over. So when it comes to parties, there is a divided party. So like I said, there's the house parties, people who like to go to those, the people who like to go to the Greek life parties, which is also house parties, and there's people who like to go to like the clubs and the lounges. So like some are good, some are bad. Like I'm not gonna judge house. I had fun at some house parties I didn't like. They mostly were packed, like, you know, people smoke inside, outside. Sometimes you have to pay for them. And I'm gonna be real with you, we are poor college students. I would not pay more than $10 for a party. So if they charge more than that, girl, bye. I go to a lounge for that. So some Friday nights or Saturday nights, like you'll see some students going to some party and some students go to another party. One thing that I thought was cool was when I got there, like, I don't remember when Snapchat was booming, but like when I first got there, like me, I've always loved Snapchat. I'm big on Snapchat. So when I first got there, I created like a SJU like shared story. So I was the first person to do that because I was bored and I was like, how do you meet people here? So I was like, all right, I created a St. John's story and I was the first person to do that. So a lot of people like joined it and like started sharing stuff, and then like they'll post party like party flyers, and people were adding people like, hey, add me, I'm in De Silva. It was really cool, and like that's where you found out where the parties was too. So it was like, oh, lit. And then later on, other people started creating other stories too, so that was nice. The parties, yeah, everyone's doing something different Fridays and Saturday nights. It's just fun to have a lit crowd to do it with. So if you have a hard time finding parties, like I don't know your party style, but I would definitely check, if you like clubs and lounges, I would check Eventbrite, okay? Eventbrite has all the parties, the lounges, the, not house parties, but the lounges and the clubs. They definitely have Amazora, because Amazora will be big around school time. Amazora is big, like fall year and everything. And even in the summertime, a lot of people go there, which is fun. Halloween weekend, that's gonna be your littest party nights. Like Halloween weekend, it's full of parties and it's lit. You'll see when you get there, you'll have fun and you'll enjoy it. But some nights there aren't much to do but hang out with your friends that you made there. So the first week of school, the first month even, is very critical. Go outside of your dorm, get out your dorm, go meet people, because like after that first month, people get really cliquey and like it's hard to like, you know, mingle after that. So I would definitely try your best to make friends that first week, that first month. Like just be very extroverted, you know, like even if you're not an extroverted person, like they don't know the past you, they don't know the you from high school. These are a whole new set of people. Drag it, like but don't drag it, but you know what I mean. So yeah, when you first get there, it's not much of a party scene. You're gonna be like, oh, this is boring, where's the parties? But like you gotta give it some time, because the fall isn't like the fall. They do have a lot of parties, but at the same time they don't, so give it some time. During the second semester, there will be a lot of darties, day parties during the spring, so that's fun. You'll have fun, it'll be lit. Oh, one thing I missed was packages. So if you have packages sent there, like you order from Amazon, whatever your mom sending you, care packages, you have to pick up those packages at public safety. Public safety is in the front of the, not the very, it's in the front of the school by where parking is, okay? And parking is another thing too. If you drive there, like if you dorm and you decide to bring your car on campus, you have to pay for parking. I believe it was, I want to say it was around, it was in the hundreds, like between $300 to $500 parking per semester to park on campus. But to park in the streets, it's really hard to find parking. Like, it's hard. Remember, you're in a community, you're still in like near houses, like those people park there, so it's hard to find parking. Now I'm gonna get into something that I did not see people talking about, which is smoking. So you're in college. Me, before college, I'm gonna be real with you, I never smoked. I was always against it. I was that one like, ew, you smoke, you nasty. But like, once I got to college, you know, people experiment, you do I'll start smoking. I'm be real, I started smoking. Now, I wouldn't tell you to do that. I wouldn't tell you to start something that you don't do. I'm not encouraging smoking in no way, but now I'm gonna just give you tips on how to navigate smoking in St. John's. So when I was there, everyone smoked. I'm be real with you, like, it seemed like everyone smoked. That was the thing. Like, you would cipher with everyone, anyone. Now, smoking around that neighborhood was hard because, like, in the neighborhood, because like you have families, you have like people, so a lot of people would be like outside or on their porches. Yeah, so how we got around that, me and my suite mates, we would smoke in the bathroom. So now on my side of the room, oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to mention, so in my dorm room, I didn't have a roommate. My roommate moved out because like St. John's gypped her with like tuition and stuff, so she moved out. So I had my own room to myself for a while. So because of that, some days I did used to smoke in my room. And how I used to do that was I'd cover, you're not supposed to cover fire alarm, but I used to cover it with like a rag. I would cover that with a rag, and then like a wash up rag, I'd cover it with that, and then I'd cover it with, I don't remember if I did like a bag or anything, or a towel, and then I'd take another towel and put it under the door. Like, you know, you still smell the weed coming out of like the room. And like, you know, sometimes my suite mates who were Caucasian on my side, they complain, but like they wouldn't, you know, report us because we were all cool still. And then also I would get an essential diffuser. I'd get a diffuser, essential oil diffuser, and get like a peppermint strong scent too. That'll help 100%. So we cover that, and I'd sit by the window. So mind you, the window is facing the other hall, and it's like in the middle. You're in the middle, like everyone can see you. So, but the good thing about St. John's, public safety was not on it like that. Public safety, they're not really like. So I used to smoke at night though. I never did in the morning where people were like walking. So at night I smoked by my window. And also me and my suite mates used to go in the bathroom and we turn on the shower and let it steam or whatever. And then not on my side, we go to the bathroom on their side. And, you know, no fire alarms ever went off. A lot of people did that. Like, a lot of people did that. A lot of people just smoked in the bathrooms and turned on the steam. Or sometimes you didn't have to turn on the shower till after you smoked. A lot of us just turned on the shower after we smoked. So that's how we got around it. And also, quick disclaimer, like, you know, roll up because you're going to need that. Double J's, which is the corner store you're gonna get accustomed to, they overcharge for backwoods and papers and Fronto. So I would, like, while you're out like touring the city, go pick you up some Fronto and paper from somewhere else. Do not go from there. Like, you can go from there if you don't know anywhere else, but they overcharge, just letting you know. Like, they were charging ridiculous prices for backwoods. I wish I would. And also be careful of people on campus. A lot of people a lot of people there have their own hustle, like whether it's doing hair, whether it's doing makeup. Some people on campus will try to sell you trash. They will try to sell you, and they will try with you. So I would be careful. Do not give them money before you smell that. Like, ask them for like a test tube. I don't know, because like a couple people tried it with me. So yeah, that's basically my say about St. John's. If I forgot anything, if you guys have any questions, please don't be afraid to ask. And I'm gonna just close off with this. So basically, college is what you make of it. St. John's is what you make of it. You probably hear some people say it's a horrible school. You probably hear some people say it's a great school. Me personally, I left because of financial reasons. I'm gonna be real with you. I do not have $60,000 to pull out my ass every year, and I didn't want to, like, because I had to take out a parent loan. I didn't want my mother to say I have to keep taking out these loans for me. I felt guilty, and I don't have to take out loans for myself. You can get that same education that you would get for your main core classes at St. John's that you could at a community college for lesser money, for cheaper. So if you still really did want to go to St. John's, like, but you really don't have the money, and you a middle class person like me, and they're not giving you much for financial aid and scholarships, so like SCARS, I would definitely look into community college first and then transfer to St. John's, so at least you have less debt to worry about when you're out and when you graduate. Now, I know it may be like, oh yeah, but like when you out of high school and like, you know, you see all your friends going to other colleges and they get the whole college experience and you want that experience too, yes, you will get that college experience at a community college. You can get that same experience. Like, don't worry about what your friends are doing. Like, don't like focus on what's going to be better for you, because I know so many people who went to college and come out in debt and with no job, and they be looking stuck on stupid, and you could come out with less debt and like just be overall happier, have like a less weight on your shoulder, if you know what I mean. And also, like, to wrap it up, like, join clubs, try to join clubs. Like, this is how you will meet people, this is how you will make your college experience more fun. Like, you go places with these people like will be your buddy for life. Do what you can to make friends. I would even sit on the strip some days, like sit on the strip, like when it's really nice out, sit on the strip, mingle, meet people, like go up to people, talk to them, like compliment people. Hey, I like your shirt. Like, I don't know, just compliment people, be social so you can make friends. And like, keep in mind, these people are freshmen too. They feel the same exact way you do. They want to make friends and they're scared too. So how about you take that initiative and make that first move? These people are scared just like you. They feel the same way you do and they want friends too. So like, just take that into account as well when you're on campus. Last but not least, like, this is college. Don't be hard on yourself. Like, don't. Like, there'll be some days where you just want to break down because you have so much work. Don't. Like, just know that this is normal. This is normal to have these feelings. Like, it's okay if you get a D. It's okay. Like, the world will not end. Like, you will still get that degree, girl. D stands for degree. No. But like, don't be so hard on yourself. Like, there'll be some times where you do get a bad grade, but what you're gonna do is you're just gonna pick yourself right back up and do better. Like, you got this. Like, you're gonna get that degree. Do not stress yourself out. Like, enjoy yourself while you're there. Have the best time of your life. And at the same time, study. Like, do your work. Have a balance of study. Basically, yeah. I do hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. And like, if there's any other questions that you guys have, any questions at all, nothing's too stupid, nothing's too dumb, any questions at all, just please comment below. You can also DM me on my social medias, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And also tell me what colleges you guys are thinking about going to. Tell me, you know, I just want to know what colleges you guys going to. Tell me what you think about it. And thank you for watching.